not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're the team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week. Those are the teams that handle the grind, called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in week 2.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps. Quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's hard! And he will go all the way. Craig Homer, touchdown Rams. That his first touchdown of the new year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps. A quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. 3rd and long. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. Here's a toss, right side. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
And the Rams Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Hardy now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Hardy now, kicking away following the touchdown. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. But I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot in. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catcher, it's got to be a...
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now from the gun. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Craig Palmer. Down Los Angeles. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. no matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. And the Lions will even the score. It's now 21-all. So a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point.
This kick, a throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
They face second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked. A loss of 13 yards. Brings up third down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more. Punt team headed out for the Rams. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He connects with Palmer on that one. Oh, big hole left side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Rams. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give on the ground. Second down and 8. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Lions. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one complete to Palmer.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. The drive will start on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Whoa. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time. We try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong. And he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.